I don't want to tell this story, and I've been thinking about smoking weed a lot about it, and just like I do it a lot, so I'm thinking about it. I'd like to try not having it as such a crutch in my life. And I thought to myself, wow, what would life be like? And I know, because one time I was telling the story on my other camera and it just died on me. It was real unsatisfying, so I'm going to tell it on this. And anybody that's watching this channel, oh, I'm going to make the new channel. Oh my god. I have like GoPros and shit, mini GoPros, fake GoPros, in other words, that I'm recording stuff with. I'm going to release onto another channel. Life was bad for me. I was suicidal. A lot of things had happened I don't want to mention. So I decided to move to New York to make things better. And so I didn't have weed to start off for like 3 weeks. And so I couldn't sleep. And then I didn't realize it was like withdrawal from weed. You know, I didn't know what that was. And so I'm Googling it and I find out, okay, well, it's withdrawal from weed. So, all right, so cool. So I go through that and fight through it and battle through the whole thing. And I'm starting to notice, like, I'm starting to do certain things and I'm researching them online and I'm noticing like how sharp I am. You know what I mean? Like unusually sharp. And I'm like, wow, you know, this is pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? I do remember I did not miss the weed. I do remember that. Um, I remember like when the dude offered it to me, it was like a business social thing, and that is so much peer pressure on an individual, man. If you're like out there in the business world, you know, and somebody is their thing is like hose, or their thing is like alcohol, or their thing is like coke, or their thing is like heroin, or whatever it is, and then they come to you, and then they're like, yeah, here, you know, like do it, man, like I do it, you know, and you're thinking like, I have gone through that. I don't want it. You know, you try to tell them that, and they're persistent. That is peer pressure in the adult world, my friend. In the adult world, my friend. But so anyway, the dude's like telling me, you know, like let's go. What the fuck? Things run out of memory. Had to go delete some stuff. So this individual confronts me, and he's like, I get to know him and everything, and he's like, let's go and I know him in the business world, and he's like, let's go and play disc golf, and I'm thinking, fuck that shit, you know. But I did. And so right when we get into the truck, he's like, man, let's go to my house and smoke some weed. And I'm like, man, I've been down that road. I really don't want to, you know, so on and so forth. And the dude's real persistent, you know. And so we go to his house and like he got me, you know, I'm from a certain you know, city and where shit happens, and the dude's real persistent, wanted me to hit it, and so I'm thinking like, man, you know, this dude, you know, God only knows what he think, you know, I am if I don't smoke it, you know. So I hit it and everything, and so uh, we're smoking and we go play disc golf, and it was pretty lit, you know. And like I looked at the dude and I'm like man, you got me high as a motherfucker. And the dude just looks at me and he's like, what you want me to do, apologize over it? And it was just really cool, you know. So but anyway, I noticed after that day two things. I started calling dude to buy more. And secondly, I wasn't as focused as I was before. I was writing things down on these trades and these things that I was doing at the time and taking notes on things, and I just noticed I was way fuzzy compared to before. There was more work involved. There was more intention, more energy given to learn the same things that would have been just like before. So, who knows? Um, anyways, I've been thinking lately about quitting because it's like I wake up and I smoke, and I literally take, you know, 30 minutes sometimes just to kind of smoke weed and come to and get my head right, and that sucks. I don't want to have that in my life anymore. And so I'm just trying to figure out like what would life be like, you know, and like I use it for anxiety, and there's a lot of other excuses I have to why I use it as much as I do. So the point is like, damn, without it, what would happen? I'm really running out of shit to say about it, but I just want to know what y'all think. Like, what do you think about what I'm saying? You know, do you even smoke weed? I'd like to get difference of opinions, and that's really what's cool about this, y'all. Is we'll get non-smokers and smokers alike saying things, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, I love all y'all. I wouldn't start naming names, but man, there's 3 or 4 or 5 of y'all that are so cool. Really, you've been there since the beginning, and I love y'all. I am gonna say a name, Sarah Davis. You're cool as shit, girl. Thank you so much for always watching me and saying stuff. And she's like been there since I didn't have like 3 subscribers, man. So that's really cool. I didn't know what had happened to you, Sarah. I hadn't heard from you in a while. Anyway, talk about giving a shout out.